anniversary with the election of President Barack Obama. He called us to service as there remains much work to do to end unemployment, poverty, and crime in our communities. There's so many books on how we can accomplish this. But this year, everyone's raving about this summer's hottest new book, The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America by Chicago's own Emmanuel Barbee. A graduate of Northeastern Illinois University, Barbee addresses key ways we back our families and communities. But unlike so many other books on this topic, Barbee captivates his reader, presenting solutions through a riveting life story. It's entertaining, it's different, it's exciting. The perfect book club selection. Don't be left out. Get your copy of The Solution for Black America, Reclaiming, Rebuilding, and Restoring the Urban Ghettos in America. Order today at Amazon.com.
Welcome to Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel Barbee. If you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. I use YouTube and Facebook Live to stream my podcasts. If you don't understand English, no worries. I provide a written transcript in the group with the same name as the show. I also cite all of my sources under Show and Prove section on the transcript. You can find all of my pages under the About section on this YouTube channel. I use this platform to interact with everyone on my friends list and everyone in my social groups by giving Black business owners free airtime to promote their products and services. I give people in the faith community an opportunity to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, and ordinary law-abiding citizens an opportunity to share their special talents and skills to my listeners from the podcast community. After the show, I offer my guest speakers an incentive by teaching them how to create their own podcast and YouTube channel to help them earn extra revenue. I also assist people on my friends list with creating basic websites, finding college scholarships and grants, housing and legal services, all for free. I will be hosting my online talk show every Thursday until November 19th. We will restart the show beginning January 7th, 2021. Our goal is to raise $500,000 for our film project, Hood Liberator Made in Chicago, The War Against Willie Lynch Begins. We are sincerely grateful to all of our supporters, no matter how big or small the donations are. I am encouraging everyone on my friends list and everyone in my social groups to please purchase my ebook on Amazon. It's available for $9.99. This will help us get, and also help us get this ebook on the bestsellers list so that people can take our cause serious. Our Christian business, GRCAM of Chicago, or the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago, will be in the business of creating docudramas, short films, theater, photography, fine arts, music, poetry, literature, sculpture, and dance for inner city youth. Once this virus is cleaned up, we plan on launching African tours in order for us to move from behind a computer and make a real connection with our global Black family on the continent, starting in South Africa, in order to build a bridge between the diaspora and the continental Africans. Please consider becoming a monthly contributor to our Patreon page or PayPal page. We are excited to partner with Teespring. On there we have a virtual store for GRCAM merchandise, such as COVID face masks, coffee mugs, posters, handbags, and t-shirts. All proceeds will go towards our film project. You can advertise your book's business on our platform. This podcast is an extension of the Grassroots Community Activist Movement. I created GRCAM because I got tired of all of the division among Black people. Pan-Africanism was not working for Black Americans. I wanted to start a new movement for Black people to unite to unite us based on individuals who care about solving Black issues. I created GRCAM in 1991 on a site called Gopher. I wanted to create an organization that focused specifically on solving Black issues in America. I wanted to connect with other like-minded African Americans, Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Canadians, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Europeans, African immigrants, Afro-Latinos throughout the diaspora. This is a podcast where we talk about solving black issues, African issues, using a spiritual perspective as it pertains to the great awakening of our people that has been prophesied. I am encouraging at least 10 people on my friends list or 10 people in my social groups to consider coming on the show November 10th to celebrate GRCAM 29th anniversary. If you are serious, then please send me your email address to my Facebook inbox. For those of you who are unable to participate on the show because of your work schedule, no worries. I am willing to work around your schedule. We can do a pre-recorded words of encouragement or a sermon the week before, November 10th. Just check your calendar and select which day and time works best for you. Then we can make that happen. We're doing the best we can while we can. Our objective is to get our film project fully funded and play it by ear during COVID-19. Once this virus is cleaned up, then we will shoot our film and promote our film in selected movie theaters and sell our DVDs. Together, we will put GRCAM on the map and turn my vision for Black America into a reality. I understand many of you have families and are working 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. If you are unable to participate, no worries. When you are able, then please listen to this podcast, leave a comment, good or bad, and share this podcast with your friends. This will help get the ball rolling. Instructions on how to participate. First, watch my Facebook Live video called Side A. After I finish with my presentation, then I will open up the virtual lines. Just click on the phone icon to interact with me in real time through Facebook Messenger as a voice call for Q&A. This will be called Side B. The reason why the time range from 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Central Time is to give my international friends a chance to participate on the show as well. Tonight's topic, how does GRCAM benefit Black America and Africa? Next Tuesday will mark 29 years that I have been promoting my game plan and vision online and in real life. We're coming to the realization that our dreams and freedoms that we have always wanted in the United States is not going to come from the place that enslaved our ancestors. A lot of our people are repatriating back to Africa. Although I lack the support in my city for my cause, I am blessed to have a global audience, thanks in part to social media. I don't plan on being behind the computer for another 29 years. I want to see how things go with our film project. I have no issue with turning over my business to qualified Black middle class professionals. I just want to make our mark in America before I cut and run to Africa. My job is not about trying to convert anyone to some type of religion. What I'm interested in is ensuring that we as Black people, African people, are living a divine way of life, from what we eat to what we create. We have to have an Afrocentric mindset. The educational system in the West Western world is geared toward programming the population. What the financial elites want you to do, that is to work for their system. In contrast, an Afrocentric mindset focused on learning, entrepreneur skills, and how to nurture the environment. My objective is to turn my virtual Christian socialist organization, GRCAM, which is the Grassroots Community Activist Movement, into a real Christian business known as GRCAI, the Grassroots Community Activist Institute, starting in Chicago. On a domestic front within the United States, GRCAI will take the lead in solving Black issues in the Black community. We will teach our members group economics, financial literacy, and offer a variety of programs and services to help strengthen the Black family, from entertainment, Black media, community research, education, Christianity, and sports. On the international front, GRCAI of Africa mission is to build a bridge between the diaspora and continental Africans through arts, commerce, and culture. The reason why our nationality does not progress as well as other racial groups is because as a collective we lack financial intelligence. We don't pull our resources together in order to give ourselves an opportunity to succeed. I enjoyed the interaction during Q&A because this is a group effort. We're all working together toward moving GRCAM to the next level. Everyone's contribution is important, whether it consists of donating to the film project or sharing your knowledge with others. We have a grassroots crusade that is to get our story on the big screen, which is to help put our cause on the map. We're bringing an opportunity to solve Africa's biggest problems on the continent, which is rolling blackouts and water filtration. Akon saw a problem in Africa. He offered solar power to help the locals solve an issue, and now he has a city named after him. The only thing that gets you solution is having a game plan. A lot of African nations are poor because Africa does not have the equipment to process their raw material. GRCAI of Africa would take the lead in gathering the best of the diaspora and continental Africans to help process these raw materials ourselves and create jobs for African youth. We need to control the means of production in Africa. I am a producer through my Christian business, as well as my online talk show. I plan to create opportunities for Black people and African people. Once I am able to get GRCAI established in America, then I can expand it to Africa. I believe we could take Africa from being just a raw resource producer to becoming a manufacturing finished product. Africa is the only place on the planet that can become an industrialized economy. It has all the natural resources, young labor force, and the cost of all finished goods across the world coming from Africa would be cheaper. Western nations that currently benefit from Africa's poverty, their standard of living will substantially decrease. As I mentioned in my last podcast entitled Foreign Powers Profiteering from Africa's Natural Resources and What the Global Black Family Can Do About It, the financial elites wants to maintain Africa as a resource colony, never allowing Africa to start manufacturing its own products. We could ride China to help us industrialize as they bring their factories to Africa. If we negotiate a deal with them, then we could encourage them to bring their factories. We must stress that they place an African native as second in command. They would also have to train us on how to build our own factories and railroads. The only reason why we should accept the Chinese doing this is because we're not doing it. We got 40,000 black farmers in the United States. Africa got 1.3 billion people. It has the most fertile land on the planet. Sounds like an opportunity to me. They don't have enough plumbers, electricians, carpenters for them to fully maximize their construction boom. Again, this sounds like a plan. Sounds like an opportunity to me. In time, GRCAM will change the global economic system, because GRCAM is more than just a new business endeavor. It's a new system. Part nonprofit cooperative and a for-profit service-based business. That's where I will make my bread and butter. That's basically all I wanted to say for this evening, but the phone lines are now, I'm going to turn it over, but I just want people to think about what I'm talking about. There is a benefit for Black America as well as for Africa in terms of being part of GRCAM. Again, GRCAM is based on the ideas that I've written in my book. It's based on all of my social groups on Facebook. I used to be on, I'm going to say back in 2005, I was on 300 different social networks that had different groups. So basically it was the same groups. But unfortunately, a lot of those sites, they were either shut down or the groups were closed. So basically they were all wiped out. So I lost all my contacts. So I know eventually they're going to get rid of Facebook groups. So right now, I'm encouraging everyone that's in my social groups, if you're serious about working with me, please exchange emails with me. Send me your email address to my Facebook inbox. And therefore, I will send you all of my information about all the different social networks I'm on. That way you can always stay connected to me. In case, let's say, if I get kicked off of Facebook, again, this is my second Facebook page because hackers are forever bugging. I'm not bugging no one. I'm just trying to connect to people that's on my friends list and people that's in my groups. Those that's not interested, I encourage them to just keep it moving. Yes, it's been very challenging. 29 years, that's technically a jail sentence. But, somebody have to do this. And, yes, I mean, if I had the capital, I would go ahead and hire, qualified people to be on my management team. But again, I'm on a shoestring budget. I have our virtual online store, so I have my revised book. So, I mean, I'm doing the best that I can on my part. Again, it takes a group effort, but those that, like my contributors, I appreciate them. Again, that's Evangelist Stephanie O'Neill, Missionary Savannah Rush, and Evangelist Martha Mumba, as well as Sister Renee. So I'm grateful for those persons that's working with me. But, again, the whole purpose of me creating these groups, I have 14 different groups on Facebook. You know, 2 of them are geared toward Christianity. They're my Christian groups. The other ones are more secular. But basically, I'm saying the same thing in them. I'm trying to encourage my secular friends to come on here as well. This organization is for you as well. Again, I'm grateful for this opportunity to connect with people, and I want to use my time wisely on this, using this technology while I'm, on Facebook, and so, and while I'm, using my YouTube channel, so to get my message out. But again, I'm encouraging my group members to please share my information with your friends. My Christian friends, I encourage you to pray that the Lord would connect me with other like-minded people to come forward. I really need smart boots on the ground. Unfortunately, we're going through COVID-19. I hear it's just going to be a second wave, so, that's kind of rough, but we still can connect online. We can still, promote, the film project, as well as, encourage, those of you who are able to, donate to our PayPal account, purchase merchandise from our, again, virtual store. I have all that information on my YouTube channel. And so you can find all that stuff under where it says about. So there you have it. I do care about what's going on in our inner cities, not just here in Chicago, but our inner cities throughout the United States. Our people, especially the youth, it's just really horrible what's going on. But the whole purpose of this organization is to work with, I would say, broken families, single black mothers, single black fathers, those that's trapped in American ghettos. This organization is for you. The one domestically. When I expand it to the continent, our focus is going to be on African issues. So, and again, I really hope that I don't have to experience what I'm going through here in America. Trying to, reach out and be a blessing to others, and, people taking it for granted. But yet, our people are constantly on that hamster wheel, begging and marching for equal justice from these financial elites, and it's been 400 years our people been here. So I'm trying to say, hey, look, I have a plan that's much better, and that is for us to pool our resources together. Those that's members of GRCAM. We want to create satellite communities starting here in the city of Chicago, so it could be a model. That's why I wrote my book. I want to encourage people to read my story. I'm not trying to debate with people, nor am I trying to convince people. If you're not interested in solving black issues, then this organization is not for you. And I don't want to be wasting your time or mine trying to talk to people that just don't care. Bottom line. So I just want to get it started here in America, so when I do go to Africa, I would be able to sustain myself because, I'll be making money from my royalties and, also from my for-profit side of the business. So I can survive over there. Also, I can set up my Christian business in South Africa. So I'm just saying that because that's the first place I would like for us to go to once we start our African tours. I want to connect with continental Africans, so that way when we do expand to South Africa, we will have a base. And so that's what I want to be able to do. And once we get ourselves situated, I'm going to apply for dual citizenship. And then I'm going to take it to 10 other African nations. So technically 9, but I'm just saying it's just a total. And I'm just doing this, hopefully I'm trying to get this taken care of within my lifetime. But I'm doing the best that I can. But again, I want people to know that I mean business. That's why I want to do the film first, so that way I can have all my ideas and all that stuff on the screen, even though it's in the book. But I want to make sure that everybody know my story, and that I could generate capital or proceeds from the film, put me in a better position financially, so that I can hire qualified black middle class professionals, and for us to get this thing popping. And I want to be an example to our youth that's trapped in the inner cities, that you don't have to, get caught up with trying to be embracing criminality and stuff like that's the way to go. I'm glad I didn't get caught up in that stuff. It was very difficult, and I talk about that in the book. But I just want to be able to bring resources to the black community, trying to help our own people. And not just giving people empty promises, but be able to stay focused and do the best that I can, and hopefully all this stuff that I've been doing online will pay off. I do these I do the online talk show, so that way, that's another part of my credibility as well. Again, I'm not just trying to be on here trying to just sell a book. I'm willing to share my knowledge and online resources with people that come on the show, and I use that as an incentive. That I would share my knowledge with them. So I'm not being selfish. The grassroots community activist movement is about working for the masses, and we need our black middle class professionals. Again, non-black sympathizers, they're welcome to join us, but before I allow them into our space, I want us as black people, we have to learn how to get along with each other. Bottom line. Again, I'm reaching out to the soil, the black masses, the global black family. This organization is for you. But I want to try to start it here in my own city, trying to do something positive. And I'm that example for those that's been overlooked and all that stuff. You're not going to be overlooked in this organization. And I want to make sure that everybody reach their life goals, and that we just promote the best of Black culture in Black America, also in the Caribbeans, Brazil, and on the continents. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. If people want to, ask me questions about, tonight's presentation, feel free to do so. Again, all you have to do is connect with me through Facebook Messenger as a voice call. You hit the phone icon, and that's how you would call in. And I'm going to try to stick around for about 15 to about maybe 20 minutes. And then if I don't hear from anyone, then, I just close out the show. And we start the show again on November 10th, which is the 29th anniversary of GRCAM. I'm very excited about that. Yes, it's spiritual warfare at its best, but I know what my purpose is, and I'm going to do the best that I can within my power to help turn GRCAM into a reality. But again, it takes a team to make a dream work, not just one person. I don't care about being in the limelight like that. I want to consider myself more of like a facilitator, basically, because I want to share that limelight. GRCAM is not going to be just limited to, I would just say spirituality. A Christian socialist for me is trying to meet the need of the community as well as spirituality. So we want to have a balance. And we don't want to hide behind four walls. We want to make our presence known, let people know what we're about. But again, I want to screen people, and people are going to be placed in our database based on a thumb technology. Because, again, I don't associate with criminals, pedophiles, con artists. I just don't. And I don't want that in my type of business. We're not going to have corruption, not on my watch. So I can prove myself if given a chance. This is what I keep talking about all the time. This is what I wrote, in the book. But you'll see. All I ask for is a chance. And again, I am dependent on my Creator. I'd be glad when He opened up the doors. He allowed me to get my 501c3 application approved this year. So I'm very happy about that. That's a big accomplishment. Now we can ask for donations. And again, I prefer to get donations through the PayPal account, because people that do it that way, they can use that as a tax write-off, because this is a legitimate business. And I prefer for a person with, not be anonymous, that they would, have their names and stuff. So that way, I'm just saying, I can give those persons a shout out. But, if you want to be anonymous, that's fine. All right, phone lines are now open.